Hi guys, this is Mainely Watches and I'm Nick. Today we will be taking a look at a watch from BALL, and that is the BALL Green Beret. I've mentioned the BALL a couple times on the channel. I'm a big fan of BALL watches. I have a few of them, and I thought I'd start out with the Green Beret. On the wrist today I have my BALL ENGINEER II Marvelite. Really unique company, and they produce some really unique timepieces. I think they're a little underappreciated, or maybe not so well recognized here in North America, but nonetheless they're some fantastic watches, and I'm excited to share the BALL Green Beret with you today. So join me as we flip the camera around and take a look at this lovely timepiece from BALL. This is the BALL ENGINEER II Green Beret. It's a reference number NM2028C. The watch has a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $23.99. A little history first on the BALL company. Now, BALL is a Swiss company today, and the watches are manufactured in Switzerland. But BALL has their roots in the United States, and the company was actually founded in Ohio by Webb C. Ball. The Webb C. Ball Company was founded in 1894 to distribute railroad watches, and hence you can see on the counterbalance on the second hand there is that railroad symbol, and their logo says the official RR standard. So Webb C. Ball was appointed the chief time inspector for the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railway in the aftermath of the Great Kimpton train wreck of April 1891. The train wreck transpired 40 miles west of Cleveland when a fast-moving mail train heading east collided head-on with a passenger train moving west. The conductor of the passenger train failed to stop at the Kimpton depot and let the mail train roll by, all because his watch had stopped functioning for 4 minutes before restarting. The massive collision killed 9 men, 6 of which were postal clerks working on the mail train. Ball's investigation resulted in the establishment of watch performance and inspection standards in 1893. So the company indeed has a tremendous history. Ball, in particular, produce a lot of watches which are tribute watches or commemorative watches. This particular example being a tribute to the Green Berets, and that's inspired by the elite units from the UK and the United States. This is a rugged combat watch or a field watch. As you can see, the case is a lovely black DLC, but we have a diameter of 43 millimeters, which sounds big, but the watch wears smaller than the 43 suggests. The thickness of the watch is coming in at just over 12. I measure around 12.2. The crystal, as you can see, is perfectly flat, except for that cyclops. The lug length is 50 millimeters, so quite a long lug span here, and you have a 21 millimeter lug width. Yes, the dreaded 21. The weight of this watch on my with this Erica's original MN strap is coming in at a lean 80 grams. Now the case on this watch is titanium. I believe it's a grade 2 titanium, and they have used a titanium carbide coating or TIC coating. It's similar to a PVD or DLC finish, although I believe the TIC coating is even harder than the DLC. And indeed, you can see there are no scratches on this watch, and this is not a new watch. You have 100 meters water resistance, or 330 feet. Crown is a screw-down crown, and you have a solid case back that is also screwed in. Additionally, the watch is classified as anti-magnetic to ISO standards. If we take a look at the crystal, the diameter of the crystal is 35 millimeters, so it's quite a good-sized crystal. It is flat, and you have a anti-reflective coating with very healthy AR. I believe it's only on the inside. but a very good coating. This watch does have the Cyclops date magnifier, which you can see on quite a few Ball watches, not uncommon for Ball. But I think very good crystal, very good clarity. I'm filming here in front of a window, and the AR is just doing an outstanding job on keeping the reflections down. It does not look like the Cyclops has as much AR as the rest of the crystal. You can see as I rotate it around, the Cyclops is actually picking up the window where the crystal is performing really well. So they've done a nice job. The crystal clarity is excellent. There's an annoying spot on here driving me nuts. There we go. It looks better. Black watches pick up every speck of dust. Looking at the dial, you have a very flat black dial with white printed chapter marks. Very clean text. The Ball and the Ball logo are all printed in stark white, and then you have very simple text, chronometer, and the depth rating, 100 meters, 330 feet. Now, Ball watches are well known for their use of tritium illumination, and of course this watch has 15 tritium blocks. Tritium has a half-life of 25 years, so I'll put up a lume shot here. You can see how this tritium performs. Tritium, of course, is a gas, so it does not need to be charged by light. These will glow all night long, all day long, just a constant steady glow. The 12-hour, the 12 o'clock lume plot is done in orange, and the rest of the lume plots are done in a neon green. So a very attractive look. And they have also put a little lume plot on the second hand, which is a nice touch. Very tiny little tritium tube on there. And speaking of the second hand, if I can get the camera here to focus, you can see beautiful counterbalance, and again, that's very typical with Ball. You will see that type of counterbalance. Just wait for it to come over into the black here. There you go. Now you can see it. Beautiful finishing on the hour and second hands, very sharp beveled edges. If we talk about the movement here really quick, the movement is a Ball caliber RR1103C. As Ball calls it. It is a highly modified ETA 2824 or Sellita SW200 base. The watch is chronometer certified by COSC, and being a COSC movement, I can definitely confirm this watch runs extremely accurate. In the last week that I've had this watch running, it has, I think, gained about 10 seconds in a week, so it's running within 2 seconds a day, which is excellent. Can't ask for better. One of the other nice things here with Ball is that their watches have very high shock resistance, and this watch is rated for a staggering 5,000 Gs shock resistance. So indeed, this is a combat-worthy watch. Ball does a lot of upgrades to their movements, so it is not untypical to find Balls with COSC certified movements, low temperature certifications to run at very cold temperatures, and extreme conditions. So indeed, they do put some effort and money into their movements. Now, I'm wearing this on a Erica's MN strap, as you can see, and I've got black DLC hardware on it. The strap this watch comes with, the standard strap that Ball provides, just move the watch out, is a very nice nubuck leather. It's cow leather. This is the standard strap, and curiously, Ball, despite the watch being all blacked out, provides it with a polished stainless buckle, which a bit of a curious choice. It's a lovely quality strap, very soft, and it kind of has a greenish hue to it almost. It certainly does look dressy when you put it on the watch. Honestly, I have not been wearing this watch much on this strap. I choose to put this strap on another ball that I have, which I think suits it better. I just like this watch on the Erica strap, which brings me to the one point that I want to mention about ball watches. And I'm just going to flip it over here so you can see something. You'll notice I'm using curved spring bars on this watch. Now, as I mentioned, it's a 21 millimeter lug width. One of the issues that I found with this watch, and actually all of the balls that I own, is that ball, for whatever reason, they drill the lug holes very close to the case. So they're not put out to the tip of the lugs. They're really far inboard, which results in a very tight clearance for your straps between the strap and the case. In fact, if I put a a standard straight spring bar here in this watch, I would have about 1.5 millimeters clearance between the spring bar and the watch case. So it's very tight. And it actually does cause difficulties when you're trying to fit straps. Now, being a 21 millimeter, it's of course a little bit of an odd size, but I found with this ball watch that the curved spring bars actually work the best. And you can see even with this Erica strap, which is only 1.5 millimeters thick, it's pretty snug. So that is something to be aware of when you have a ball. If you're going to buy aftermarket straps, if they're any thicker, and you can see even on the standard ball strap, it's only about 1 millimeter thick, right where the strap wraps around the spring bar. So don't expect to get any thick straps on here like isofrane or a tropic strap because they won't fit. So the spring bars come to the rescue, but on the Ericas, it's absolutely wonderful. So I'll give you a screenshot of how it wears on my wrist, and then I'll give you some closing comments. You can see here the BALL Marvelite 2. This is another of their Engineer series. This is all in high polished stainless, and I'm wearing this on the standard ball bracelet. So here we are on the wrist, and you can see the watch wears absolutely flat. This is on the Erica's Originals MN strap. It's their original green vintage color. You can see with those curved spring bars though, it actually does help the strap to fold around a little nicer. So it gives it a very clean finish, but very comfortable watch to wear. And keep in mind, this is a 43, so it's not a small watch. My wrist size is 7.5 inches, but it doesn't wear like a 43. I would say it wears closer to a 41 perhaps, but very comfortable. And this whole setup here, weighing 80 grams, you can wear this all day, every day without any fatigue. It's really a perfect field watch. So, final thoughts and comments. Despite this awkward 21 millimeter lug length, or lug width, and the fact that this watch can be challenging to size up with straps, this is actually one of my favorite watches. And it's a watch I just tend to naturally gravitate to when I look in my watch box and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to wear for the week. This one probably is getting a disproportionate amount of wrist time. It's just a very simple, practical, clean design, very robust, and I just love how it wears. Very comfortable. And I think with this Erica's MN strap too, it's just spot on. But like I said, these can be challenging watches to match up with straps. Ball does not have a bracelet for these green berets, so it is only straps. And yeah, I mean, of course, it looks great on the leather if you want to dress it up. But for me, this is just the way to go. You can see the watch wears perfectly comfortably. So very nice watch. I think BALL really deserves a lot more love. And over the next coming videos, I will showcase a few other balls that I have. You've already got a glimpse of the ENGINEER II Marvelite, so that'll be coming up on another review. But yeah, so I want to thank you all for joining me. I just want to say, as always, my videos are not sponsored. These are my own watches, my own straps, and my own opinions. I'd love to hear from any of you who have a ball and hear what your thoughts and comments are on the brand, if you love them. Ball tends to have all kinds of outlandish dial designs, so they have a lot of variety out there, and certainly they're a bit of a niche brand. They do their own thing, but I'd love to hear your comments on Ball and the brand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. It means a lot to me and helps my channel grow. So till next time, stay safe out there. Thank you for watching.